Then God said to Moses, "Come, now I will send you to Pharaoh." Moses did not feel qualified. Assurances by God didn't make Moses feel any better. Moses asked, "What happens if the leaders of Israel ask me what your name is?" God said, "Tell them I am sent you." Moses and God came to terms. Moses' brother was assigned to go and speak to Pharaoh what Moses told him. When Moses went before Pharaoh and announced, "The God of the Hebrews wants his people to meet him in the wilderness for 3 days," Pharaoh's first question was, "God who?" God hardened Pharaoh's heart, so Pharaoh would not let the people go. The Nile turned to blood. Egypt was overrun with frogs, insects, boils on people and livestock. Meanwhile, in Goshen on the delta, none of these calamities occurred to the Hebrews. Then there were horrible storms, and hail ruined everything. Then locusts ate everything. Finally, 3 days of darkness descended on all Egypt. Inside the homes of the Hebrews, there was light. When all this was happening, God was reminding Moses all this was occurring so Moses, the people, and the nations would know how God favors the Hebrews and has unlimited power. A final blow was delivered to Egypt. All the firstborn sons of people and livestock in the land were killed in a passive death. The Hebrew homes were passed over. God gave them a ceremony to run each year. It is Christmas morning for the Hebrews. It's called Passover, because this is when death passed over the Hebrew homes. Pharaoh let Israel go after this. The Hebrews were loaded with riches. The people of Egypt gave them as they left. After 2 days, Pharaoh hardened his heart again and gathered an army to capture Israel. Moses had gathered them next to the Red Sea in a big group. The dust of chariots that rose in the distance spelled doom to the people, and they complained to Moses, "You brought us out here to be killed." God became a pillar of fire between the Egyptians and the Hebrews that night. The next day Moses lifted his staff, and the Red Sea was divided. The Hebrews went over on dry land. When the Egyptians followed them, they were swallowed by water. On the other side, the people rejoiced, but soon began to complain because there was no water to drink. The people complained often. God provided bread from heaven each night that fell like dew. Quail were easily captured each evening for meat. This is how the Hebrews ate for 40 years they lived in the wilderness.